What's happening? Uh, Today I want to talk about reprogramming your algorithm. What do I mean by that? Well, let's get into it. So, have you ever been strolling on social media, whatever app you prefer, your app of choice? Let's say you're just scrolling down your feed, right? And you see a picture slash video that interests you, and you click on it and you watch the video or look at the picture, and then you return to your feed. What happens after that? You guessed it. The algorithm feeds you more of the same, what you've just been looking at. The algorithm feeds you more of that. You start to see more of that thing in your feed. Like fellas, I know some of you fellas out there, you've been strolling on IG or Twitter or what have you, and you seen a shorty with a fatty, and you clicked on it, clicked on the picture or the video, you looked at it or watched it. Then when you return back to your feed, the algorithm is like, here you go. Since you like that, here goes another baddie with the same attributes as the one before. And so, essentially, that's what happens in our 3D world, in our real world, in our real reality that we live in. That's what's happening. What you pay attention to, what you focus on, tends to magnify in your life. And so if you're not getting the results that you want, or you're not happy with where you're at in life, you have to reprogram your algorithm. And you do that by redirecting your thoughts, redirecting your actions, redirecting your emotions, redirecting your energy to what you really want. For instance, I like cars. Love cars. Classic cars to the newer luxury type cars with all the technology. I just like the aesthetic of cars. I think it's like art in motion or whatever, And I've had I had some decent cars. I wouldn't say like crazy, but I just like cars. And once I start getting the money that I want, those are the type of toys I'll probably buy, like nice cars. But anyway, I said all that to say there's this website called Vossen Wheels. Now, Vossen is a company that makes like high-end wheels, not tires, but rims for cars. And on their website, they have vehicle gallery, right? And they have all these different makes and models that you can click on and choose and look at the different cars with their different wheels and how they look or whatever. And they got you can spend hours on that page. I visit this site all the time. Like when I'm bored at work, I'll just go on and just look at cars. Well, a few months ago, I was on there and I was just strolling, and I came across this one car that it's a pretty popular brand. It's not like super high-end car, but it's a popular brand. But this particular make and model I had never really seen before, and if I have, I just really never paid attention to it, right? And once I seen it that day, I said, yo, this is gonna be my next car. That's how much I like the car. Like, this is gonna be my next car. It's gonna be the same type spec, black on black, with the similar wheels and red calipers and all that. Like, this car is just it for me. And so what I did was I took the screenshots of the car from a different couple angles, and I put one as my screensaver on my computer, right? I saved some to my phone, and I put it up on my computer at work. So I see this car damn near every day, you know what I'm saying? If not every other day, I see this car often. And so what happened after that, within a few days, I had never seen this car on the road before, ever, or it really paid attention. I've probably seen it, but I never really paid attention. But after that, the funny thing happened is I'm seeing this car more and more now that I've declared that's going to be my next car, that I really started focusing on it and paying attention to it. So I see it more now. When I'm leaving to go to work, I see it a few times a week now. You know what I'm saying? I was leaving the gym like the other day, and somebody pulled up in one. And so I said all that to say that, like, what you focus on, what you pay attention to, magnifies in your life. So if you're not happy with where you're at, if you want a different result, you have to start focusing on something different. You got to start focusing on what you really want. Start paying attention to what you really want out of life. And that thing is going to start to magnify. And then once you start seeing it magnify in your life, you got to start putting into action to get to it if you really want it. So you can't just think about it or just focus on it and it's going to materialize. Just like this car. At some point, I'm going to have to go to a dealership, or I'm going to have to search it out when I'm ready to get the car. It's just not going to show up at my front door, But me seeing it more is keeping it more in my reality now. It's becoming a reality to me. Like the universe is bringing it closer to me just by me seeing it, because I never paid attention to it before. So the real life algorithm is just like the algorithms that you see on these websites. They're modeled the same way. What you focus on magnifies. So change the way you approach your life, your way you approach your goals. Start focusing more on your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, and start paying attention to that more, as opposed to paying attention to the petty BS. That's why the news is so popular, or that's why people are so attracted to negativity, because that's what they pay attention to. That's what they pay attention to. So they're gonna see it more. You're gonna see that more. You're gonna be more intrigued by that because you're giving your attention to that, and that's what the world knows. So that's what they feed you, because they know you're intrigued by that. But if you change the way you move and stop paying attention to what you don't like or what you don't want, or if you stop just feeding yourself consuming stuff just for your pleasure because you're lazy, and start focusing on actually progression in your life is going to change, because the things that you focus on is going to change. So it has no choice but to change along with it. You have no choice but to change. The things that you see are going to change because you're focusing your attention on what you really, really want in life. So start doing that. If you want to reprogram your algorithm, start redirecting your attention, your energy, your thoughts, your emotions into what you actually want. And that's what I wanted to say today, man. Reprogram your algorithm by focusing on what you really want. And that's it. Until next time, man. Peace. I bid y'all adieu. Love you.